Good evening, not sure if I'm live. Got into some technical issues here. Okay, I think someone is hinting me right now that I am live. Okay, it's been a great year on our side. First of all, let me say Happy New Year to you. This is my first live broadcast anywhere on any of the platform that's 2021. So from me, my family, and all of my team at Coach Oscar, Billion House Consulting, we want to say Happy New Year to you. I chose to do this, and first of all, before I get in, let's get to ask you, how was your 2020? Now, before I did this, I kind of chatted a few people and was trying to ask, how was 2021 for you? And you hear a lot of people say different things, but I think there was something that was very common and very a common denominator where it was a tough year. We can't live in that denial. We can't say no. It was that year that took nearly everyone unawares. It was that year that we were hit by this storm called COVID. And as you can see, even up to now, we still very much yet to get over it. Now the question is, how do we stay over? How do we get over from where we are to where we want to be? So I thought about gearing up for 2021. What are the things you need to be doing differently? Before I start the year, can I just give you a simple breakdown on myself? I got a chat with some of my people that I respect in my industry, and we were just trying to bounce ideas. What does the year look like? What needs to be done differently? And I have this to say to you. 2021 thus far, in all from all indication, had proven to us that COVID is not going anywhere yet or soon. So what that literally means is we are here, or COVID is here to stay with us, for we don't know how long and when it's going to disappear. So with that said, that COVID is not leaving us or going anytime soon, the next question is, or the next thing we need to kind of start preparing our mind is, how do we coexist or live with this new normal? Because that's exactly what it is. So I don't know what you've been thinking. I don't know the way or from what perspective and how you've been thinking in terms of to coexist with this new norm or with this new pandemic, where you have to wash your hands every minute or every time you go out. You definitely need to go clean. You have to wear your mask. I got a Coach Oscar mask. Yeah. You have to be on this 427. You have to work for most part of the year from home. So the lockdown is real. We here, and the earlier you accept this new reality, the better. So what I said here is that we have to learn how to coexist with this new norm. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. COVID is not leaving anytime soon. If you live in the city or in the country where I am, and if you, depending on where you're watching from, the statistics in South Africa has just been shooting up, and currently we're on another level of lockdown. We or COVID is not going anytime soon. So the question is, what do we do? Are we going to sit back, get all the bashing like it did in 2020? Because the difference between how it hits us in 2020 and now is we were taking on our words. If you've watched some of my videos, I did say something like, this thing just came like we were told, I still remember vividly, March 26, that we should go on a holiday, on a break for some time. So if you ask me, on my mind has always been that we're going on break for 1 month. But unfortunately, it's never been different. Here we are still waiting and hoping if new norm or if we're ever going to return back to our norm. I don't want to keep singing or living in that, but here's the big deal. COVID is here. It's not going anytime soon. The one thing we need to do, and the earlier we take this action, is for us, the better for us. What is this thing? We need to accept the fact that we are going to coexist with this new norm until maybe all this our frontline workers, the doctors, the nurses, and all the medical aides and all the scientists busy fighting, putting their lives on the line for us as a defense for us until they are able to find a vaccine or something that could help us manage this crisis or pandemic. We just have to brace up for this new normal. So welcome to the new norm. But this is not to bore you because I know you've heard a lot and so much about this new norm. So just tell me from where you are, how has it been? How are you faring? Coming into the new year, what expectation did you come in with? Did you make a New Year resolution? Did you in any way try to say, let's wait and see how January goes, how Feb goes, and then we know? Are you the kind that is just waiting for something to happen, happenstance, and then you react, the reactory part? Now, but the point is this, is not to laugh at anyone. The point is get ready to coexist. Now, I've spoken to my team, and the one thing that is clear, and this is the mission, or if you use the word will be running with this year. All of my events, my programs will be around this. It is the year of the underdog. Get ready. Now, this is the year that the underdog will be springing up. When I talk about the underdog, what are we talking about? It is that time where you're definitely going to see the COVID babies. So whether you believe it or not, we have the human COVID babies. COVID is here. Remember, we're at home for more than 8 months, 9 months, depending on which city you are. So we did actually have COVID babies, but I'm not talking about that kind of COVID babies. I'm not talking about that you got your wife pregnant, girlfriend, and all of that. I'm talking about COVID babies in terms of ideas. Ideas are springing up as we speak. People are coming up with more new innovative plans, innovative businesses like you've never imagined. The statistics states that online shopping has skyrocketed. Everything is done virtual. For some times we've been using Zoom. If I tell you how much Zoom is made between the lockdown till like we speak right now. So it's not just about Zoom. Even new virtual conferencing platforms are just shooting up. These are what we call the COVID babies that are springing up. And if you take my word, this is the one I mean, the COVID babies that are getting born every day. People are just thinking of new ideas, either to invest in online shopping, in the way you do your shopping, the way you do your business, even video, graphics, cinematography, all of that. Everything is just coming up on a new way. But you know, when we talk about the underdog are the ones that just gonna shoot up from nowhere. Why is this important? It is because the big corporates, the one you call the bricks and mortars, they are stiff and hard to adjust to change. Some are still believing that we're definitely going to go back to the way we've always done business. Some are still saying, let's wait. Not everyone have already re-engineering in terms of how they respond to COVID. This is where the underdogs are definitely going to take them unaware. You could be one of the underdogs. You could be the one that no one gave hope. No one believed in you. No one even gave you a chance. So tonight, I need you, if you don't hear anything from me, if you're not taking anything out of this, the one thing you have to go out with is this. It is the year of the underdog. This is the year that if you've ever been thinking of something, if you've ever been sleeping and you've been wanting to start something, this is the time. So a few days ago, I shared something and I said there are people who have ideas. If you've known me as a coach, I've always said you don't lack ideas. What most people lack right now is the confidence, is to overcome fear, is to get rid of procrastination and launch. That's what most people do need right now. A lot of people are being laid out of work. A lot of people had always wanted to start something, and then COVID came, and then they're sitting back, and then they're still sitting and warming that idea. Listen, guys, if you don't take action right now, very soon you will be forgotten. If you haven't read this book, and this is the one book I've always read over and over again, I highly recommend. It is Who Moved My Cheese. Who Moved My Cheese. You need to go get that book. It's basically talking about how you respond to change or you get swept out by change. You don't fight change. If you fight change, change definitely will sweep you over. So what do? Is to find ways to respond to change. So this year we're saying this is the year where you need more clarity. So if it's going to be the year of the underdog, how do you stand out? It is the year that caution is just going to play out. People are going to be so scared to get involved. People are going to be so afraid and so not too sure if they should try, if they should start the business, if they should hold on a bit. What could be if they put all their money or invest? People are still scared right now as we speak. So caution is going to play a very strong factor. But beside caution, another strong thing that's still also going to play out, which most people need right now, is clarity. A lot of people I've spoken with, even before the year, people have been reaching out wanting to start my coaching program, and we haven't actually launched that. What is it they want? Clarity. They want some forms of direction. People really want guidance, and I'm sure you might be one of them. So talk to me. If you are one of those who's got this brilliant idea, who knows or who feel that you should start something, fear is holding you back, and or you're not so clear about that thing, please drop down on the comment section. Just tell me, what is it? Maybe procrastination, maybe fear, or a lack of clarity. I just need to know. Probably we can find a way to help. But if you are in any way struggling, please drop down. Let's get to hear your parts. Now, I've said it's going to be the year where caution is just going to be, oh, I'm not so sure. Should I still wait? What if? What if not? Those things are going to play out. The next thing is clarity. The absence of clarity is going to also play out. The absence of clarity. A lot of people will be needing, how do I move from here? Am I sure? How do I go about it? So let me tell you, you don't have to wait to be so perfect before you launch that. That's the honest truth. If you always wait to be sure, then you're not an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are people who takes risk. These are people who just jump even when they're not sure. So if you've ever been thinking in terms of how do I begin, where do I start from, this is the time to start. Maybe just launch out. Maybe just try. If you fail, not a problem. Fail forward. The message I've always spoken in the past has always been, rather than sit back for the fear of failing, go out there, fail, but fail forward. So what is the other thing? Audacity. Great. Audacity is going to play out as a very strong factor, the audacity to launch out. And this is going to be very fundamental, huge. The audacity in spite of the risk of trying to start. The audacity of, you know what, I'm just going to shut my ears and I'm just going to do it like I want to do it. Do you think you've got the audacity to try? Do you think you have what it takes to just want to just, you know what, let's give it a try. Let's go out. Let's do it. You need that boldness. And what is the last thing? You need some level of action. If no one have ever told you this, you won't be successful if you don't take that action to go out. You will never ever be successful if you don't reach the point to say, you know what, against all odds, let's do it. So what's my message to you today? You would rather choose if you need to stay back or you want to go start something. You would rather choose if stay in your comfort zone. Like a lot of people will tell you, be a little cautious, be a little careful. Please don't just launch, don't try, but just maybe wait. You would need to choose if you want to wait or if you just want to try. If you want to take the leap. 2021 is going to be the year that the underdogs are springing up. And who are these underdogs? These are the people who are willing to take that risk. 2021 is going to be or give to the people who want success. Now, who does really want success and who will have the success? The people that are going to have success are the ones who are just going to try against all odds. So, what's going to be yours? Would you try or you just want to sit back? Are you the guy who want to wait until everything is perfect? Probably you're waiting until we return back to the next normalcy, which will never ever happen. We will never return to normalcy. What might likely happen is the vaccine comes and then, yeah, but how long are you going to wait? So I have those few tips that I actually wrote down here that I need you to pay attention to. The basic thing you need to succeed in 2021 for you to succeed is one, please take your health very, very important. The issue around your health shouldn't be something that you play with kid gloves. And that's why I always tell everyone around me, please observe all the necessary precaution. Go with your face masks, use your sanitizers, wash your hands, avoid social or crowded places. In fact, observe all of those protocols that your government have advice on in terms of managing this crisis. The next thing here is take advantage of online networking. Whether you believe it or not, that's the new reality. Whether you believe it or not, people are buying and selling. Whether you believe it or not, people are doing businesses online. Whether you believe it or not, online has become our new reality, and you just have to make peace with that. What is point number 3? Embrace change. The way you change is the way you succeed. JT Fox will always say that. The way you respond to change is the way you succeed. If you decide to change like right away, if you decide to probably, let's say, jump, invest, if you've been having an idea, you've waited for too long, and then you decide to say, let's do it. The time it takes you to respond to change is definitely going to determine how successful you become. Maybe if you start now, you might not make all the profit you want, but maybe, most likely, maybe you are going to be successful in the next 1 year, in the next 5 months, 5 years, in the next, probably starting now might be the best ideas. And that's what most entrepreneurs do. Entrepreneurs take risks. So get ready to take risks. So what's the other point I'm giving to you today? I've told you get ready to embrace change, take care of your health. And the other thing is collaborate. I can never emphasize this more. Collaborate. Stop going all out by yourself. Stop trying to figure things out all by yourself. It doesn't work that way. You need at this point to find accountability partner. This is the time you need to find like minds to work together. So, find a way to collaborate. Find ways to share your ideas with other people and do business with others. And what's the other thing? Second to the last point is optimize for digital relevance. I don't want to start talking about online relevance, online influence. That for me is basic right now. What you need right now is finding a way to optimize for your online or digital relevance. And lastly, start small. It doesn't matter where you start from. What matters is that at least you started. If you don't start, you will never have to improve on it. If you don't start, you might never know how far you would go. If you don't start, you might never know the mistakes or the things that could either work in your favor or against you that you would learn from. If you don't start and just sit there, the thing is, nothing is going to change. So 2020, 21 is definitely, probably going to come and go like 2020 did. Is that what you want? I'm sure it's no. So if you want to get something different, how about you change your routine? How about you start doing things completely differently from the way you've always done it? I'd like to know how I could help you. As a business coach, we're starting our first masterclass on the 15th of January. And what's this masterclass all about? It's definitely going to be free, but it's going to be that event that helps you to get started. I'm bringing some of my mentors, some of my thought leaders to work with me in the space in terms of giving you direction. We would not necessarily be talking about goal setting, but we'll be looking at how you can gain clarity and then launch your business. So tell me, guys, did you learn something from the session? Was it inspiring? What is it you look forward to maybe gain or achieve or improve on in this year 2021? And lastly, how can Coach Oscar and my team help you this year? How would you want to be helped? Please, I would like to get your comment. I would like to get your feedback, and then let's see how 2021 wouldn't be prosperous for you if you take all the necessary steps. If you decide not to be too cautious, if you decide to be bold and brave, if you decide to embrace change, and if you decide to take risk and jump, your result will be different. Coach Oscar signs out. I look forward to getting your feedback, and I can only wish you one more time all of the best for 2021. Have a prosperous year.